You're sitting in a coffee shop, an airport or hotel lobby, you connect to the free Wi-Fi, and you pull out your phone to quickly buy something or check your bank balance. It feels completely normal, completely routine, and completely harmless. But that simple, everyday habit is one of the most overlooked security risks of 2026. And there is one specific setting on your phone that turns this risk from occasional to constant without you ever realizing it. I want to be precise and honest with you from the very first second, because this topic is surrounded by both genuine danger and a lot of exaggeration, and you deserve the accurate version. The good news and the reassuring truth at the heart of this is that you do not need deep technical knowledge or expensive tools to stay safe. As security experts consistently point out, most security risks in 2026 stem from small, common gaps in basic security habits, which means they are not caused by advanced, unstoppable hacking, and they can be closed with simple, consistent actions. This is one of those simple, high-impact actions that anyone can take. The setting I'm going to show you to turn off is the one that makes your phone automatically connect to open Wi-Fi networks, and combined with one habit change around when you shop, it dramatically shrinks the window that attackers rely on. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why shopping on public Wi-Fi is risky, the precise setting to switch off right now, and the handful of free habits that make your phone genuinely safe to use anywhere. The threat here is genuinely real, but the fix takes about a minute to apply, and it is entirely within your own hands. Let me start by explaining why public Wi-Fi specifically is such a weak point, because understanding the risk is what makes the fix feel worth doing. When you connect to your home Wi-Fi, you control the network. You set the password, you trust the router, and the traffic between your phone and the internet is reasonably protected. Public Wi-Fi flips all of that around. You have no idea who set up that network, who else is on it, or whether it is even the legitimate network it claims to be. The fundamental uncertainty is exactly what attackers actively look for and exploit. The most fundamental danger is that on an open network, your data is traveling through equipment you do not control and cannot trust. An attacker, who is on the very same network as you, can potentially position themselves directly between you and the websites you are visiting in what security experts call a man-in-the-middle situation, quietly attempting to observe, capture, or even tamper with the sensitive information flowing back and forth. And beyond passive eavesdropping, there's an even more direct and deliberate trick attackers use. Attackers will sometimes set up their very own fake Wi-Fi hotspots, deliberately giving them innocent and trustworthy-looking names like Free Airport Wi-Fi or Cafe Guest Network, specifically designed to lure unsuspecting people into connecting to them. The very moment you innocently join their network to do a little quick shopping, every single piece of data your phone sends and receives is flowing directly through equipment they own and fully control. This is why shopping, banking, or entering any sensitive information like a password or a credit card number while on untrusted public Wi-Fi is genuinely risky. You are potentially handing over your most sensitive personal and financial details to a network you have absolutely no reason to trust, at the exact moment you're typing in the very things criminals most want to steal from you. Now here's the setting that quietly makes this far worse than most people realize, and it is the one I want you to turn off today. Almost every smartphone has a feature, usually turned on by default, that automatically connects your phone to available open Wi-Fi networks, or automatically rejoins networks it has seen before. It is designed purely for convenience, so that you do not have to manually reconnect to familiar networks every single time. But think about what it actually does. It means your phone is constantly silently looking for and joining open networks, often without you even noticing it has done so. You might believe you are on your cellular data, safely making a purchase, when in reality, your phone has quietly hopped onto an open network nearby. Worse, attackers can exploit this auto-connect behavior by setting up a fake network with a common name your phone has connected to before, tricking your device into joining automatically. This is why the single most effective setting to change is to disable automatic connection to open or public Wi-Fi networks. When you turn this off, your phone stops silently joining untrusted networks behind your back. It will only ever connect when you deliberately and consciously choose to let it, which puts you firmly back in control of the single most important decision of all, which is exactly which network your sensitive data ends up traveling through. Turning off AutoConnect does not mean you can never use Wi-Fi again. It simply means the choice becomes yours, made deliberately, rather than something your phone does automatically in the background at the worst possible moment, like while you're entering your card details. Let me walk you through exactly how to turn this setting off, because the specific steps are what turn good intentions into actual protection, and the wording varies a little by phone. On most Android phones, you open Settings, then tap Network and Internet or Connections, then Wi-Fi. From there, look for Wi-Fi preferences or the settings gear, and you will find options like connect to open networks or turn on Wi-Fi automatically. Switch those off. On an iPhone, you open Settings, tap Wi-Fi, and look for Auto Join Hotspot, which you can set to never or to ask to join. And you can also tap the information icon next to any saved network to turn off auto join for that specific network. The goal across any phone is the same. You want your device to stop automatically joining open or public networks, and ideally to ask you before joining anything new. While you're in there, it is worth doing one more cleanup. Look through the list of saved Wi-Fi networks your phone remembers, and remove any old public networks, like a hotel or airport you visited once, that you no longer need. Each and every remembered open network is one that your phone might silently rejoin on its own, or one that a nearby attacker could easily impersonate to trick your device. By deliberately forgetting all the ones you do not actually need anymore, you dramatically shrink the list of networks your phone is willing to trust and rejoin automatically. These few simple taps, turning off AutoConnect and cleaning out all those old public networks, take about a minute in total, and they fundamentally transform your phone from a device that wanders onto risky networks entirely on its own into one that only ever connects exactly where and when you tell it to. Now, turning off that setting is the key technical step, but it works hand in hand with one simple behavior change that completes your protection. And honesty requires me to be clear that the setting alone is not the whole story. The behavior is this: do not make purchases or log into sensitive accounts while connected to public Wi-Fi at all. Even with AutoConnect off, if you consciously join a public network and then start shopping, you're still exposing that sensitive activity to an untrusted network. So the rule is simple and powerful. Save your shopping, your banking, and any entry of passwords or card numbers for when you are on a network you trust, like your home Wi-Fi, or, and this is the key insight most people miss, when you are on your cellular data. Here is something genuinely reassuring that many people do not realize. Your phone's mobile data connection, your 4G or 5G signal from your carrier, is significantly more secure than public Wi-Fi. It is strongly encrypted by design and is simply not the open, shared, anyone can join environment that a typical coffee shop or airport network is. So if you are out and you genuinely need to make a purchase or check your bank, the safest move is simple: turn off Wi-Fi entirely and use your cellular data instead. It is often genuinely faster than most public Wi-Fi anyway, and crucially, it sidesteps the entire category of public network attacks in one simple move. This powerful combination, AutoConnect switched off so that you never join risky networks by accident, paired with a firm habit of shopping only on cellular data or trusted home Wi-Fi, closes the public Wi-Fi shopping risk almost entirely and permanently. It is worth understanding why these small habits matter so much, because it reframes how you should think about your phone's security in general, and it is genuinely empowering. There's a common belief that getting hacked is the result of some sophisticated, unstoppable attack, the kind you see dramatized in movies, and that ordinary people are helpless against it. The reality, confirmed repeatedly by security professionals, is almost the opposite. The overwhelming majority of real-world compromises come not from genius hacking, but from exploiting small, common gaps in everyday habits. One widely cited industry report found that 83% of breaches involved stolen credentials, meaning attackers got in using weak, reused, or captured passwords rather than by breaking through advanced defenses. Public Wi-Fi shopping is honestly a perfect example of exactly this kind of small, exploitable, everyday gap. It is not that the attacker is some kind of genius hacker. It is simply that you unknowingly handed over the opportunity by entering sensitive data on an untrusted network. And that is the empowering part, because it means the defense is equally within your control. You genuinely do not need to be a security expert, and you do not need to buy any expensive software at all. You need to close the small gaps, and turning off AutoConnect, plus shifting your shopping to cellular data is one of the highest impact, lowest effort gaps you can close. The same principle that simple, consistent actions dramatically reduce your risk applies across your whole digital life. The single most powerful security tool you will ever own is not a piece of software or a paid subscription. It is simply the set of small, deliberate, consistent habits you build around how you actually use your device every day. So let me give you the complete set of free, simple protections that work alongside this, because while public Wi-Fi is the focus, a few related habits make your phone genuinely safe for shopping anywhere. First, beyond the AutoConnect setting, strengthen your accounts themselves, since stolen credentials are the #1 way attackers get in. Use strong, long, and unique passwords for every one of your shopping and banking accounts, ideally generated and managed by a dedicated password manager, so that you are never reusing the same vulnerable password everywhere you go. And turn on multi-factor authentication everywhere it is offered. But where possible, use a dedicated authenticator app rather than text message codes, since app-based codes are generated on your device and cannot be intercepted over a network the way vulnerable SMS codes can be. Second, review your app permissions in CleanHouse. Regularly go through your apps and revoke permissions they do not need, and delete apps you no longer use, because every unused app and every unnecessary permission is a potential gap. Third, Keep your phone and your apps updated, since security patches close the exact holes attackers exploit, and keep your built-in protection like Google Play Protect enabled to scan for malicious apps. Fourth, only install shopping apps from the official App Store, never from a link or a website, because fake shopping apps are a real and common threat. Fifth, enable auto lock on your phone so that it locks itself automatically after a short period of inactivity, protecting you if it is ever lost or stolen. And make sure you can remotely locate or wipe it using Find My Device on Android or Find My on iPhone. Each one of these steps is completely free. Each takes only minutes to set up. And together they form a layered defense, which means that a single weak point, like one careless moment on a bad Wi-Fi network, is no longer enough on its own to compromise you and your money. Let me bring all of this together into a clear and honest summary, because the goal was never to scare you away from your phone. It was to let you shop and bank on it with genuine confidence. Here's the truth. Shopping or entering sensitive information on public Wi-Fi is a real and underestimated risk, because open networks are untrusted environments where attackers can position themselves between you and the sites you use, or set up fake hotspots to lure you in. And one specific setting makes this risk far worse than people realize, which is the auto connect feature that silently joins your phone to open networks in the background, sometimes without your knowledge, and sometimes onto networks an attacker has faked. So the single most effective thing you can do right now is turn that setting off. On Android, disable connecting to open networks automatically in your Wi-Fi preferences. On iPhone, set auto join hotspot to never or ask, and turn off auto join for public networks. Then pair that with the simple, powerful habit of never shopping or logging into sensitive accounts on public Wi-Fi, and instead using your trusted home network, or even better, your encrypted cellular data, which is genuinely more secure than any coffee shop Wi-Fi. Round it out with strong, unique passwords, app-based two-factor authentication, regular permission cleanups, prompt updates, official store apps only, and auto lock enabled. None of this requires technical skill or money. It simply requires one quiet minute in your settings and one small but meaningful shift in your daily habit. The danger of public Wi-Fi shopping is absolutely real, but it is also one of the very easiest risks in all of mobile security to eliminate completely and for good, precisely because it depends entirely on a single setting that you control and a simple choice that you alone get to make. So pause this video right now, go straight into your phone's Wi-Fi settings, turn off that auto connect feature immediately, and make the firm decision that your very next purchase happens only on a network you actually know and trust. That one single decision, made today, puts you firmly and permanently back in control of your own security.